नमस्कार दोस्तों। आज हम लोग क्लास 5 की जो इंग्लिश की टेक्स्ट बुक है ब्लूसम, उसमें जो सेक्शन है रीड रीड एंजॉय एंड थिंक का, उसका हम लोग पढ़ेंगे तीसरा चैप्टर। यहाँ पर तीसरा चैप्टर क्या है? द वंडर कैट। इन ए स्मॉल टाउन इन बिहार, ये आर है बट आई थिंक प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक है कुछ। इन ए स्मॉल टाउन इन बिहार देयर लिव्ड अ स्किल्ड कारपेंटर कॉल्ड पियाराम आचार्य. In a small town in Bihar, there lived a skilled carpenter called Piyaram Achari. Such was his skill that he never had to go and market the beautiful things he created. People flocked to his house and bought various items he created. People flocked to his house and bought various items he created. He had an intelligent son, Sitaram, who often watched him at work with great fascination. He refused to go to school or play with the other children. Whenever Piaram was away, Sitaram picked up his tools and tried his hand and chiseling क्या पढ़ेंगे इसको? Tried his hand and chiseling and polishing westwood pieces lying around. The father was unaware that his son was slowly becoming a talented carpenter. चलते हैं आगे. Sitaram was now a young man and life went on smoothly, but one day his father suddenly passed away. The family was in a crisis. For a couple of days, they ate whatever their neighbors shared with them. On the third day, Sitaram's mother woke him up and asked, "How are we going to make a living, dear son?" Sitaram sat up in his bed and said, "Mother, I shall become a carpenter like father." His mother smiled and said, "But you haven't learned carpentry." Her son replied, "Mother, I have watched father make so many things and I feel I can start by making a few things. I want to give it a try." From that day, Sitaram was busy making doors and windows and some odd things. And the sound of the chisel and the hammer attracted the passers-by. They placed orders with Sitaram and were happy with his craftsmanship. He made enough to live on. He made enough to live on. Sitaram had lot of spare time and his head was full of wonderful designs. One day he decided to make a cot. What he had in mind was not a plain cot. It was a four-poster cot, not the regular four-poster cot to hang curtains from, but the posters would have soldier-like figures. It would be an ideal cot for a king, he thought. He discussed his dream project with friends and acquaintances and started working on it. Word soon spread, and it reached the ears of King Parasnath. One of his courtiers told him, "Your Majesty, the court has four soldiers in the four corners to take care of the one who sleeps on it." Parashnath had been having nightmares and sleepless nights. Demons, snakes, spies, and robbery were recurring themes. चेक कर लेते हैं एक बार क्या है. Themes in his dreams. With no peace of mind, he thought he should give the court a try. He asked his minister to meet Sitaram secretly, and find out the price. Let's go ahead. Sitaram was surprised when the minister called on him. He told the minister that he would not sell the court but would gift it to the king. The king could reward him after using the court. The minister arranged for the court to be taken to the palace that night. The king was pleased as soon as he set his eyes on the court. He was especially pleased to see the beautifully sculpted sculpted four soldiers. Soon the king was fast asleep on the cot. One night a demon crept into the bed chamber. One of the soldiers came alive as soon as he saw the demon. The soldier caught hold of the demon, dragged him outside, and killed him. After killing the demon, he returned and narrated the adventure to the other soldiers. The king woke up and heard the conversation. In the morning, the king was told about the demon's body lying outside the palace gates. Nobody knew how the body had appeared there or who had killed it. The king then told the minister about what had happened the previous night. The king had a bag of gold coins sent to Sitaram. A few days later, the king was fast asleep when one of the soldiers came alive on hearing a hissing sound. A a hideous, hideous looking serpent. A hideous looking serpent was crawling. Was नीचे है crawling. यहाँ पढ़ लेते हैं. Crawling towards the king's bed. The soldier caught it by its tail, took it beyond the palace gates, and killed it. He then discussed his valorous एक बार चेक कर लेते हैं. He then discussed his valorous act with the other soldiers. The king heard the soldier's narration. The next day the dead serpent outside the palace became the news. The royal astrologer was called. He told the king that he need not worry about being killed by a snake because the snake had been killed. The king sent another bag of gold coins to Sitaram. Another night, the third soldier of the court heard strange noises, came alive, and went to investigate. He found two thieves trying to break the locks of the treasury. The soldier, ये क्या है? Treasury. Treasure था खजाना, वो treasury खजाने का. The soldier managed to catch them and tie them with a rope. When he came back to the king's bed chamber, he told the other soldiers how he had prevented a robbery. The king overheard the conversation. The conversation went out and called his bodyguards. He asked them to search the palace. They found the two thieves lying bound. Luckily, the locks were intact. The thieves were ये क्या intact? The thieves were then imprisoned. The king sent another bag of gold coins to Sitaram. ये क्या है? Imprisoned. Imprisoned. Soon the kingdom was rife with rumors. Soon the kingdom was ripe with rumors that it would be attacked soon. King Parasnath asked his courtiers courtiers to be alert and bring him news if any. Though the rumors were bothering the king, he had faith in the soldiers of the court. Though the rumors were bothering the king, he had faith in the soldiers of the court, so he slept soundly. In the night with no apprehensions about the safety of the kingdom. One night the fourth soldier came alive and went to the minister's apartment. He found a suspicious looking man lurking in the courtyard. Lurking in the courtyard. He was a spy from the neighboring kingdom. He had been sent to kill the minister and create turmoil. Create? You get turmoil. Lurking in the courtyard. हो गया था turmoil तक. Create turmoil, which would be an ideal situation for an attack. A scuffle broke. क्या ये? Turmoil, which would be an ideal situation for an attack. A scuffle broke. A scuffle broke between the soldier and the spy, and the minister woke up and called his bodyguards. They came and separated the two. The minister was surprised to see the soldier from the court. You, the minister exclaimed. Yes, sir. I'm one of the soldiers of the court. The person I caught is a spy. He might have killed you. Let me know. Let me now go back to my place in the court. We are always at the service of the king. The soldier turned round and disappeared. The minister saw the intruder the minister saw the intruder being taken away by the bodyguards and rushed to meet the king. After he listened to the minister, the king said, the soldiers of the court have saved my life and yours. They have protected the treasury and saved the kingdom from an imminent attack. Imminent attack. If they help us, we can even go to war with our neighbors. But before that, I would like to meet the carpenter and congratulate him. The king told his courtiers about the young carpenter Sitaram and his wonder cart. Sitaram is now our royal carpenter. Henceforth, he will be known as Sitaram Achar. Achar, although a carpenter, he will also, although Achar, Achar, it is Sitaram Achar. A carpenter, though a carpenter, he will also attend my court. The king's proclamation was greeted with cheers. The king's proclamation was greeted with cheers. When Sitaram went home, escorted by bodyguards, his mother's joy knew no bounds. She teased him no bonds. She teased him. So you are now a carpenter, a royal carpenter. So, in this video, till then, take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video.